But I met a girl who's a streamer. I went up to her, I hugged her, and I came in my pants. Wow. Hug her.
If you guys don't know who's Dallas Gailey is a very well documented man, and he's probably the most popular man right now. And also, he's very well known for a lot of things, like being the biggest Twitch streamer of all time, a very good moderator, and also one of the most down bad Twitch viewers of all time. And like, I would probably call this guy like the most creamiest creamer of all time. The creamiest man. You don't even need to like look much into his Twitter and like to find some pretty weird stuff, some pretty cringe stuff. He's an open book. He's not shameful of anything. He's very open about it. He doesn't care. He's very open. He's an open book. He's a story to tell. A very not a good one, but a cringe one. It'll make you cringe.
Well, there was one time when I met ST Peach. She gave me a hug. I met her the first time, and I ended up jizzing my pants.
That's kind of basically like the whole gist of it. That I guess explaining a little bit more of whatever happened. Like you heard the man. Like he practically just hugged a woman and just busted a nut. This is probably the most manliest thing on Twitch of all time. He's probably the most manliest man on Twitch of all time.
That's badass.
Dallas Galley.
Why is Dallas banned?
You're in love with me? Where's $200?
First time with her. She's gonna enjoy it so much that... And Dallas, why did you type this in my chat, dude?
Like, what does Dallas's O face look like? That's what I wonder. It's probably like...
Okay, this is the most shameless man. Like, this is shameless on a whole new level. On a whole new level, it really is. Like, this is literally the Dark Souls of cringe. Like, this video is literally worthy of making, of like, trying not to cringe. This is how worthy it is. It's like, how people make videos where, like, it's like, trying not to cringe or something like that. And, you don't need a compilation. All you need to do is just watch this video and try not to cringe. But also, I also wanted to show something else about this man. It was something a little bit more personal. Something a little bit more closer to me. I'll at least try not to like, I guess, talk down about him, but I guess just something like, to be more personal. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably super cringe in person too. I'm not gonna lie, I am.
Here's the thing. Sure, I have a great job. I'm financially stable. I have my shit together, my life, etc. But at the end of the day, I'm not happy. I have everything I need in life. But the few things that I want, like companionship and feeling less alone, I'll never really ever get, just because I don't think I'm good enough. I don't deserve it, and there's reasons why. And maybe I just need to accept the fact that no matter how much I try or how much I want to be happy, I'll never actually be happy. And it makes me question, like, what's the point of waking up every day? Why pretend to be happy when, even though every day, I go through and do what I have to do and succeed, in everything else that I do, what's the point of success if at the end of the day I'm not, like, happy? Success doesn't mean anything to me if I'm not actually happy. And I don't think I'll ever really be happy. And for the main reason of I'll never actually be happy because I will never actually get what I actually want in life. And maybe it's just because I don't deserve it, Maybe that's what it is. And maybe it's just taken me this long to realize that I shouldn't be seeking things that I cannot obtain.
And that's kind of like the whole gist of it. Like him basically saying, like, what's the point of everything, just asking himself, like, why do I continue? Why do I keep on trying to wake up every day and, be who I am or whatever it is? It's something like that. It's something that we can actually relate to. Because for me, in my personal opinion, I feel like I can relate to that. Because at times, I guess whenever it's younger, like I'd say, like, people are going to say, oh, I'm still young. I am, technically, but still, like I guess whenever I was like 15, 16, 17, like more like in the sad boy moments, those were like not dark times, just like cringe times, and everyone like, oh, I'm sad and stuff. And I never like expressed it, but it's just like on the inside, I felt like, what's the point of me continuing if like nothing really matters? If I'm not even happy of where I'm at, I like try to become, like trying to become better and stuff like that. I'm still not happy. It's like, so what's the point? But I mean, at the end of the day, it's the point is to become a better person, and we need to figure out that pain or figure out why we are hurting. You gotta be your own doctor. Basically, what I'm trying to say is like, oh, my leg hurts. Okay, so why is it hurting? Is there like is your leg broken? Is it cut? Is there like, did you like move your leg in a certain way and like now it's in the shape of a Tootsie Roll? Is it like a pretzel? You gotta ask yourself that. Like, why do you hurt? Like, ask yourself, why do you hurt? And then you try to figure it out yourself, because only you can figure out what's the problem. Or I don't know, maybe go to a psychologist, to help you out. It's like to become a better person. Be better. We need to help like figure out what's wrong with our brains. Like, why are we sad? Why are we like this? And this could probably be like one of the reasons. He's not being an open book, but like being the fact that like he does and says cringe things. Not exactly like that, but like what could be what could let them why that? Maybe fear. That could probably be it. Fear of something, fear of something else, or I don't know. But I mean, at the end of the day, I can relate to this guy because I feel like at one point in his life, like he's already said, what was the point? But at the end of the day, there's a light to the tunnel. You just gotta keep on working at it. We gotta become better. We gotta work out. We gotta meditate. We gotta like clear our minds. We gotta figure out what's the main mission. And that's kind of like where I'm at my point of life, too. And I wouldn't say I'm still fully there, but I'm trying, But I just want to tell this guy like, I felt like that, but at the end of the day, there's a light at the tunnel. As long as you keep on improving yourself, he should probably go work out. I'm not gonna lie, he's super skinny. He should go work out, and probably just actually try to go get some social, like talk to people, like become social with other people. For me, I struggle with that too, but I try. I do try, and really, this guy should try too. And enough about that. Anyways, let's continue on to the next topic. Anyways, the next topic is Bao. And if you guys don't know who is Bao, she's a very popular VTuber, and recently she got scammed. To summarize the beginning of my stream, I lost all my subathon money. It was going towards animated music videos for my original song. The studio in question has refunded exactly $20 to date. This is how much they owe me. As you guys can see from this tweet, or from the picture, Bao Fish Market, for the period December 6, 2022, and March 25th, 2023. And the whole total of like the whole amount of money that she's paid to this man is $34,000. 30 grand. And 30 grand is a lot of money. That's no joke at all. That's a pretty big penny. You can buy a Honda Civic Si with that type of money. It's a pretty big buck, pretty big penny. And I don't know much about the animation industry, but 30 grand, like I said, you can buy that's a pretty big buck. That's close to like the average person makes. I guess my question is like, where did she meet this guy in the first place, or where did she heard about this guy? They saw the post I watched of me breaking down from the stress on Twitch. Yeah, I've yet to receive a single dime. I already said on my stream, but I'll say it again here. I'm not asking the community to help me financially. I only ask for the community to be understanding when I take the sponsorship to recoup the cost I've been dealing with this quietly for months. The center of this is one person, and one person only. Everyone else, including myself, are victims. James Wick, Studio Cell, will most likely come back to be under a different analysis. Sorry if I cannot pronounce that. He scammed people for much larger amounts than me and has never shown remorse to VTubers. Be vigilant. People are now lucrative and naive. Wait, is that lucrative? I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic and naive. You will take advantage of it. Trust your guts. 10 stuck big transfers later, I received nothing. You promised you'd pay me back, and you weren't stringing me along. You kick my staff out of our group chats anytime we try to negotiate with you. You block my lawyers. Where's our money? James Studios. So that's where she basically just falls out, let the balls hang and be, that's the studio, which I think is a very good move. And basically of how much she's suffered, it's basically how it goes on for that. And it's really sad that this has happened. Anyways, let's go on to see what other VTubers have to say, or whatever things that they've had to suffer through. I paid approximately $23,000 for my 2.0 lore video, while he on the other hand only allocated $10,000 to the team for the provided funds. The incompetent and lack of professionalism displayed by this person resulted in the rest of the team not receiving their payments. Despite this setback, I took it upon myself to ensure everyone else was paid properly. As the animators, artists couldn't afford to wait to cover their expenses. At present, I'm waiting to return my $13,000 with hopes of receiving it by Wednesday. It's crucial to note that the abysmal management of this project, combined with the consistent delays caused by the individual, forced me to shoulder the responsibilities of the art director for the animation video I paid for. I had to cut the immense efforts to make numerous sacrifices to make ends meet. To add insult to injury, he shamelessly utilized my work to promote his animation studio to other clients. That's a pretty big penny, that's a lot of money, What can you do with $23,000? You can buy a lot of sodas. You can do a lot with that type of money. She lives in France. I don't know what she can do. Probably just buy one soda because taxes over there are too high. Like I said, it's a lot of money. Anyways, let's read what Hannah has to say. Back in March, I worked with studio sales for my lore video. I was promised a 1.5 minute video at this amount. I put out the project after I heard from the other ladies that he's not who he said he was. He's a compulsive liar, a thief, and a spineless, despicable worm. As you see from the photo, he tried to buy me in this time until PayPal cannot protect me anymore, but I wasn't letting that happen. The only reason why I got my refund back was I was lucky enough to be warned by everyone that was there with no lore video going to be delivered to me. I let him know this time I was up for my patience had been consumed, and I was still in time frame of PayPal to start a dispute. You deleted DMs, but I still have them. So I ask you as well, James, where's their money? As you can see, the money right there, that's a pretty big penny, a lot of money. And that's kind of where it is. She had a pretty bad experience with Studio Sound, a pretty bad one. None of them have been pretty good, obviously. And it wasn't just them. There's quite a few more VTubers. He's basically scammed a lot of people. It's probably he's scammed over 6 figures worth of money, from all these VTubers. He's siphoned all that money. Where's that money gonna go? I don't know. He's probably gonna go to Cuba and live the rest of his life right there. I don't know. The guy that basically that we're talking about, he deleted his personal Twitter, but his Twitter for his studio is still up, and this is what it says: there'll be no further information posted about this matter due to the multiple policies response to our home made a false clause. This matter is in the hands of legal representation. That's basically where everything is. He hasn't posted anything since. And yeah, that's kind of where it is. I hope all the VTubers that spent their money, I hope they're able to get their money back. I hope they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be okay. I hope everything's gonna be well for them, and hopefully they're able to get their money back. If they don't, hopefully they take legal actions in order to get their money back. And yeah, that's kind of where everything is. And besides that, let's get to the next topic. So I've talked about this guy before. His name is Mizzy, And if you guys don't know who he is, you know, I've talked about him before, but if you don't know, he's basically a bad guy. He's like done some pretty weird things. He jumped on a Jewish guy's back, walked into someone's home, pretended to steal someone's dog. In recent news, he stole a train, practically, or he hijacked a train.
How is that just... Hey, how did you get there? Hey, let me get in here. You outside? Hey, hey, the man, let's go. We outside. Hello, can I call the police? The people on the train. Reality.
And this is not even funny, you know, people are just trying to get back home, you know, good old Betty's just trying to get back home and like drink some tea. Or they're just trying to drink some tea, mate. And, you know, it's just holding people up from their lives, you know, trying to live, you know, they want to go home, you know, after a long day of hard work. You know, and also people could have gotten hurt, you know, if they just press some random button, we're like, oh, the train is going forwards, I don't know how to stop it. You know, a lot of people could have gotten hurt. You know, it's like a really bad thing. You know, if the train started to move, you know, it could have been terrible. It could have been super bad. You know, this guy really just needs to go to jail again. You know, and hopefully he drops the soap. You know, give him the good old 1, 2, buckle my shoes, 3, 4, come on the floor. You know, that type of stuff. And again, I guess he was right. You know, one time he said that the UK laws were weak. You know, he's right. And one day it's probably just gonna be up to the people to say like, hey, all right, I'm gonna wet you. You know, I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna do whatever. You know, stuff like that. And you know, it just gets me mad that like it has to go to the point where like people have to take matters into their own hands. You know, I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying like this guy's not gonna stop until someone actually does something. You know, until the UK law is like, all right, we need to take you jail, mate. Oh, mate, we're gonna send you for 2 days. You know, stuff like that. You know, hopefully he gets into there for like I say a year or 6 months. You know, it's pretty bad. You know, not for life, but obviously for quite a while. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about something else. And if you guys don't know who is Illuminati, you know, I've talked about her before. You know, she's a pretty bad person. You know, not great at all. You know, she's done some pretty bad things, and this is kind of where everything stems from. You know, she treated her employees like cockroaches and slaves, and you know, this is where this update comes from a man named Wonderstruck, and he came out about her behavior a while ago, and basically it's about how she basically took everything from him and how he had to like move states just to work with her, and basically his life was practically ruined, but like it just took a wrong turn at that point. 30 days of living with Blair, it was a nightmare. I felt like I was trapped in her home, always. She makes everyone her enemy. She called wonder checking into me to see if I'm okay. An invasion of privacy. I sent her numerous messages trying to show I wanted to be her friend. She lives like this. Actually, an actual monster. Her home is a mess. Like hoarder bad. A constant subtweet about me on Twitter to ignore me. And if I dare say anything back at her, her Discord manager would happily remind me of my contract. So my therapist, who she accused me of stealing because she recommended, suggests that I leave the house at all costs, and I did. And the details, I can't go any further due to legalities. But I ended up with no car, hardly any clothes and money to my name, and no home. Now working in a full-time again, I had no time for my channel. I had cried, bled, and worked through hell to get up. I watched it die since my main concern was now just food on the table. All because I made friends with one of the most vile people on the platform. Nobody wanted to talk with me, and I was so afraid to fully go out in public as I didn't know the reach this massive creator had. I had everything IRL and online taken from me. She personally threw my YouTube play button in the trash. If that isn't symbolic, man, I don't know what is. Blair, you can't hide anymore. Sooner or later, you're going to push everyone who cared about you away. And you'd realize the world isn't out to get you, but you made your fears a reality, all on your own. You don't get that from everyone, never again. And recently, the that's just kind of like where I guess the information is stemming from right now. And well, Blair, aka Illuminati, just sent me a cease and desist for speaking out against her abuse. I will not be silenced. It's a pretty bad moment for her and him. But recently, he made a GoFundMe, and it has gotten thousands of dollars. He's gotten a lot of money, which is very great. You know, that means like a lot of people are showing support for him, and you know, being really generous. And you know, I hope this guy's able to like win this legal battle. And he also said that all the extra money that he also gets from this, you know, he's gonna be donating the money to organizations too as well. Anyways, next topic. And if you guys don't know who is Administrative Results, you know, he's a pretty big gun YouTuber, you know, pretty famous man, you know, pretty good man. If I don't know why I keep on saying that. If I'm, you know, I wouldn't be talking about someone if they weren't famous. You know, I don't know why I keep on saying that. But anyways, we're going to be talking about Administrative Results. And recently, he came out with his face reveal.
What the hell are you doing?
I think that could work.
And that's kind of basically where like everything stems from. You know, this is Administrative Results. As you guys can see, you know, he has a pretty nice jawline. You know, he's a pretty nice Christian man, a pretty sexy Christian man. You know, I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty hot. Anyways, you know, I might just have to bust a nut or 2,000. You know, it's amusing. It's a pretty good thing. You know, I'm happy that he was able to build up confidence enough to be like, hey, I'm gonna show my face. You know, I'm tired of the blah cover. You know, I'm here now. You know, unlike some other YouTubers, H still delirious, not naming any names, H still delirious. You know, I can't really say any other YouTubers' names that do that. H still delirious. Anyways, yeah, H still delirious. Wait, what? I didn't say anything. But yeah, Administrative Results. You know, he has a pretty nice face, a pretty nice jawline. Anyways, that's kind of just all I wanted to talk about. Anyways, I'll talk to you later.